in the heart of a bustling city, lived a young man named Ravi. He was smart, talented, and full of dreams. But there was one problem: he always blamed others for his failures. When he failed an exam, he said, "The teacher hates me." When he lost his job, he said, "The company was unfair." When his relationships broke, he said, "People always leave me." One evening, Ravi was walking through a quiet park, his mind filled with frustration. He sat on a bench and noticed an old man feeding birds. The old man had a peaceful smile, the kind Ravi hadn't seen in a long time. Curious, Ravi said, "How are you so calm in this stressful world?" The old man smiled and replied, "Because I own my life. I take responsibility for it." Ravi frowned. "But what if bad things happen? That's not always our fault." The old man nodded. "True, you can't control everything that happens to you. But you can control how you respond. That's your real power." He continued, "Let me tell you a story. There was once a farmer who lived in a small village. He worked hard every day, waking before sunrise and toiling in his fields. One year, a terrible storm destroyed his crops. The villagers pitied him and said, "You're unlucky. The storm ruined your life." But the farmer calmly said, "The storm came. That was nature's doing. But what I do now, that's up to me." Instead of giving up, the farmer used his savings to buy a few seeds and started again. He worked even harder, learned new methods, and in 2 years, his farm was better than ever. People came to him for advice, and he became a respected leader in the village. The old man looked at Ravi. "Do you see? The storm wasn't his fault, but rebuilding was his choice." Ravi sat silently, the story sinking in. The old man added, "Every time you blame others, you give away your power. But when you take responsibility, you take control. That's when your life starts to change." Something clicked inside Ravi that day. He went home, looked at the mirror, and said to himself, "This is my life, my success, my happiness, my choices. They are all my responsibility." From that day on, Ravi stopped blaming others. He studied harder, worked smarter, and even repaired broken relationships. Slowly, his life transformed, not because the world changed, but because he did. Your life is yours. The moment you stop blaming and start taking responsibility, you become the author of your story. And that's when real success begins.